also joining the World War II. But 1945, 6th of 9 of August, America put the atomic bomb to the Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Yes, and then Japan did surrendered unconditionally. And then 1945, 15th of August, our country got independent. So that is 15th of August is our Independence Day. So after that, of course, our country was very, very poor, and then we didn't even have something to eat, or really, culturally, economically, everything were really, really poor. So our countries need some help from another countries. So as you can see, our country got help from two countries. They made a 38 parallel in the middle. So the north side got help by Soviet Union, and then the south side got help by the America. So from that, of course, Soviet Union was governed North Korea under communism, and America is governed South Korea under capitalism and democracy. So from this, we had an ideology conflict. After that, from this, we had two leaders in the North and South. So North Korea had a Kim Il-sung. The Kim Il-sung is the first leader of North Korea. And then South Korea, we have Lee Seung-man, Dr. Lee. So he is, sorry, picture is okay, but I'm a shy person. Okay, so from that, we have some other countries are joining the war. So 1950 of June. So the North Korean leader Kim Il-sung requested help for the Soviet Union. He went to meet Stalin, who was the leader of the Soviet Union at the time, and then he said that he wanted to make our country as a full communism country. So the Stalin approved the war, and then they borrowed a massive tank to the North Korea. And then Kim Il-sung went to China to meet Mao Zedong. And the leader of the China, Mao Zedong, agreed for the war. But the Mao Zedong said, you need to get approval from Stalin. And he said, I already got approval. Okay, so the China said, okay, then we're not joining the war for now. So 1950, 25 of June, at 4 a.m., it was on Sunday. What do you normally do on Sunday, 4 a.m.? Sleep. Yes, of course. All of our country were sleeping at the time. And then it was a cultivate season. So many generals, also soldiers went back to their home for the farming to help their family. So suddenly we got attacked. The operation name under Storm. So the North Korean soldiers came down to the South Korea with a massive tank. So as I told you, South Korea, we didn't have even things to eat. Of course, we didn't have soldiers, and then we didn't have a tank, we didn't even have a gun. So the teenagers who doesn't know how to shoot the gun had to join the war because we didn't have enough soldiers at the time. So from this, I told you that it was the 25th of June that North Korea invaded us. But it was happened on August. Only after 2 months, the red color is North Korea and the blue is South Korea. So the North Korea came down to the south, almost got to the Busan, which is the southern part of Korea, which is my hometown. So they came here in 2 months, only 2 months. At that time, our Dr. Lee Seung-man, the leader of the South Korea, he requested for the UN Security Council, request for help. So the
Hati-hati tuh. Tiga. Tuh. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Baca.
So yeah, it's okay. Nowadays we just think this situation as history, and if you have time, there is a movie name I can speak. I can the movie name I can speak. The movie name, right? I can speak. If you watch this movie, then you will well about it. All of the bridges which connect with the north and south were destroyed after the war. So we just built this temporary bridge with the wood in 3 days, but actually it was not in this location. It was in another location, so we just put it here as a symbol.
Baby.
So we made it 3 days with the wood.
Excel, baby. Ada sini.
Or you just imagine when people are coming
Excel.
and they say, like they scream like, lonely Korea. They know this bridge. It's freedom bridge. We still have some other POW in North Korea that say we still cannot get back them. So yeah, we never know how many people are in North Korea. We still have that kind of issue, but the North Korea never gave us that back. So yeah, it's kind of a difficult situation, but yeah, this name of this bridge is freedom bridge. And then this is such there is a movie, we watched it in the movie. So in JSA, this is just the border. So if you are a South Korean soldier, I'm a North Korean soldier. We can talk to each other, just face to face. Yeah, in JSA. And then in that movie, they become a friend. They drink together and then they play the card together. Okay, so this locomotive was actually
Ntar itu backgroundnya kelihatan.
not the locomotive. So we had to destroy this train because I told them we were going to the north at the first time, after September when the General Mother joined the war. But at that time, suddenly China joined the war, right? So China coming to the south. So we had to bury this train inside the North Korean territory. So when we were inferior, so it's not good that this train was used by the North Korean people. So we had to destroy it. It was actually for the supply, or supply for the food and the weapons. So there are 1,020 bullets. 1,020 bullets. So I watched the interview of the who drive this train, and he said that we had to destroy this train, and then there was a pool of smoke after we destroyed them. And then we found this train inside the DMZ area. It was very rusty, and I moved this area. And then you're gonna see the mulberry tree over there. The mulberry was growing in the middle of the tree. So we put the mulberry tree over there. It's pretty healthy. And then all of this train is a symbol of the Korean War. We can feel about how massive, how serious this war was. Okay, so if you wanna have a look, we can do one that and come back.
Ini belum di DMZ.
Belum, ini baru di tamannya.
So as you can see, they're only 22 kilometers away from here. The south is not going to can see the ribbons we tied it up. So those are in their hometown. Exactly, they write something down and tie it up. For example, like I miss my mom, I miss my hometown, something like that, and then they tie it up there. So you can take a picture here, but at the back of me, you're gonna see the.
Tiga.
Kalau udah mau ngantri.
Ditinggal baby, ditinggal baby. Oh ya ampun. Itu Korea Utara. Iya, itu Korea Utara ke sana tuh. Tuh, itu lagi diperiksa, itu Korea Utara ke sana. Di film-film. Ya mau ke Korea Utara.
I don't want to get stuck there.
When you go to North Korea, you can exchange money with North Korean money.
Peace train ya. Oh iya itu peace train.
Ini apa?
Oke, thank you. Oh bunkernya kayak gini. Oh bunkernya kayak gini. Yuk, udah keluar nih.
Hah, udah?
Udah. Oh iya. Itu Excel. Itu Excel. Itu di situ. Elva.
Dari bangku ini nge-send message.
Oh, nge-send message ke sana.
Apa ini jalan gas mah maksudnya sih gini sih?
Yuk kita lihat jembatan yuk. 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 Bunkernya kayak gini, bunker. Tuh bunkernya kayak gini tuh. Ada jembatan. Hah? Mana? Mana? Ya coba foto. Coba. Hah?
Manjatin satu doang lah kak. Satu doang. Aku tuh harus deket saja.
Tekan aja, tekan.
Harus full kak.
Mau ditekan. Terus hasilnya kemana?
Langsung aku belum lihat kamera.
Hasilnya kemana?
Nggak tahu deh.
Yaudah yuk. Yuk. Kita ke jembatan aja, Bel. Bel. Bagus. Pepe duduk juga boleh, Pepe duduk deh. Belva kanan lagi. Stop, eksekusi ada sana gitu nggak apa. 1, 2, 3. Yuk ke atas, Sep.
Who is when over the countries, they have to go to rental service. They the service is
What is that gondola go? Why is that?
gondola is coming on a camp agree with another
깊이 있는데 저 보다 보니까 저 안에
camp coming there and then go to the small museum. And then come and when they leave, they grow a lot of bread,
Tuh lihat itu.
rice, and also ginger.
Sel, teropong Sel.
Military, U.S. military base over there.
저쪽이 북한이지.
And then is the CEO
Dari mana sih sebenarnya?
company.
Kenapa jembatan nggak diajur apa jembatannya?
Now in the doors.
Hah?
Kenapa diajur jembatannya itu?
His family was
Iya karena kan masih pisah Korea Utara sama Korea Selatan.
Itu kenapa jembatan nyambung kenapa nggak?
not by flight. So how many? 1,001. Why? 1,000 to North Korea, one is to his family. It's a miracle. This one. Really amazing. So when all South Korea if say, oh my God, we shed a lot of tears. How he could have this kind of? We call this avant-garde, avant-garde of the modern art.
Sama-sama gantian dulu.
Thailand.
Dulu apa nggak usah putar-putar kanan kiri kan?
He's only one son by family, but he cannot find his family.
Keluar sok.
All passed away.
Mana kakak udah kena? Ini ada orangnya mau pengumuman. Yang ini ada cendolongnya. Dia yang mana? Dia udah berapa tahun sih? Siapa sih ibu? Yang ini lah. Yang itu.
He was very born in a very poor house, but he was very ambitious. So once his father sold the cow, that he stole the money from his father and ran away to the south side. Yeah, at the time we were not divided. But suddenly the war broke out and then the country got divided. He couldn't go back to his hometown forever, and then he couldn't meet his father forever. So he felt very sorry about his father because it was all of by his relative. Yes. Okay, so can you see the left side? There's a cow statue. There's a cow statue. That's why this bridge is the Unification Bridge. The nickname is a cow statue. So the places that it's not allowed to take a picture that I'm gonna tell you. So of all the military base and then some people with the soldiers uniform. And then did you see that when the soldier come up, he had a MP on his left arm. It's a military police. Military police and other south and north. So as I told you, that there are people are living inside the DMZ area. So if you see the bus was going inside and there's some other public cars going inside, so they have a curfew. They have a curfew. So whenever they, like for example, during this, or in the elementary school, the USA American soldiers are teaching English. Yeah. So that's also kind of good benefit. Yeah. So the people also government buying the rice in a very good price, and then the rice is very sticky. So one of my colleagues' daughter only eats that the rice grown from this field. And the ginseng is also good quality. So Korean ginseng is the best quality in we grow 6 years, and if we grow 6 years for the ginseng, we cannot use when we had the Winter Olympics in Pyeongchang. Kim Yo-jong took North Korean athletes through that toll gate and come to South Korea. They didn't take a flight, they just drove here to come. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you more story about the North Korea. So, DPRK, yeah, Democratic People's Republic of Korea. So maybe you are here that you are very interesting about North Korea, but as I, who has a South Korean passport holder, I cannot go to the North Korea. But all of you, most of you, maybe can go to North Korea for travel. Yeah, but thank you for choosing South Korea. Okay. And then you know the first leader. The leader of the Kim's family in North Korea, they are an idol, not just a leader or president. They are an idol. So they have a statue everywhere in the cities, and then they have a portrait on every people's house. If they make draw something or if it's empty, they're gonna be killed. People gonna be killed. And there's the second leader. Actually, until 1970s, North Korea was richer than South Korea because they have natural resources, but we don't have any. So North Korea were they were rich compared to the South Korea until 70s. But after 70s, they got so poor because of some corruption happening. And then, the ideal of the communism is to give equal to the people, right? But the leaders didn't do that. So the third one, yeah, Kim Jong-un, yeah, Kim Jong-un. So actually these days, North Korean people are really suffering from the hunger, and then there are so many defectors trying to come to South Korea. And then Kim Jong, what is Kim Jong-un's favorite food is a caviar. Yeah, their people are suffer from hunger, and then they are, sometimes they eat the wood, like they peel the wood peel and then they eat. But yeah, he have his own fancy island. It's like an Ibiza in Spain. Yeah, some of the people who traveled in North Korea told South Korea that Kim Jong has his own very fancy island to enjoy. Yeah. So we never know who's gonna be the fourth leader. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, so at the Dora Observatory, we're gonna stay.
So in my days, some of the
Okay, this side is not allowed to take a picture. This side. Kalau misalnya tawan videoin bisa denda puluhan ribuan atau penjara setahun hingga 3 tahun.
Oh gitu.
Makanya jangan videoin. Mau kan videoin
Kan ke belakang.
nanti yang pas kayak nggak boleh gitu.
Oh gitu.
Aku bilang. Mama ke PJB di kanan jalannya.
Chinese team, please come here, come this way. Alright, Chinese team, please come this way. So the village where the North Korean flag is, that's propaganda village. Nobody lives there. It's just empty. Lego, painted black, doors, windows. So remember back in the day, in the 60s, North Korea did better.
You cannot take pictures.
Korean workers. And then we ask them, hello, hey, what are you doing here? Of course in Korean. Hey, what are you doing here? And then do you know what they say? We are looking for charcoal. We are looking for charcoal. Yeah, please stop a little bit this way. Can you see this? Yeah. We are looking for charcoal. That's what they say. Because they put some charcoal powder on the wall, but actually this area is not the coal mine. There's no coal mine here. So you're gonna see the yellow signs. Those are the dynamite that we mark, and then those are the dynamite signs. Okay, so from this place that start from the North Korean to the house. So from here, it's gonna be very, very narrow and very, very short. So you have to choose. You're gonna bend your neck, or you're gonna bend your back, or you're gonna bend your knees. Okay, so good luck. So if you'll be okay, yeah, I hope I can see you under the sun. Okay, so there's two pipes. So the one is for the ventilation, and one is to put the air inside. So they're gonna give you the helmet. So they're gonna give you the helmet. And then one more, so the reason that we're gonna find out this is an infiltration channel is that